Well, welcome back to another episode of SNG Studio. We are now monthly, so it's been about a month and we're back, right, Mary? So we're all here. Rosie sitting in front of the captain's chair. Things are very typical. We are working, editing, and working on, but something is there, as you well know. It's been the main drive around here lately, but we have a lot of other projects going on in the studio, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you Scott's last day here, the work on his pointed ears that he did for Kim. We're going to show you scenes from, but behind the scenes of our last shoot, which we just did for But Something Is There. We are more than past the halfway point on this production, and from what editorial is showing me and the wonderful work that Isaac is doing, we really have a great show coming alive. It's amazing to watch. So, and I'm working on my Halloween makeup, and of course the schooner, and all kinds of stuff. So I'll stop talking and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, so this is what I'm working on, and I am going to make myself into Frankenstein for Halloween, and I don't want to do it the way it's usually done these days, and I'm doing it the way Jack Pierce did it, mostly. The actual headpiece was just a latex headpiece because they did not have foam rubber back in those days. They were just on the verge of having it, and they basically made a sculpture like this of a latex head cap that will be placed on the head, and then cotton and latex was built up over the brows. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast up one of these in latex, put it back on my head, pull an alginate off the front, then sculpt on that positive so that we get a matchup of the prosthetic to blend into this, which will give this same look. It'll have the look of being hand built up. Of course, I have to do the bolts and stuff, but I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing to do. It's something I've been wanting to do ever since I was a kid, ever since I saw Frankenstein, and of course saw the Dick Smith handbook. I said, geez, I want to figure out from this handbook how to make myself into Frankenstein. So all these years later, here we go. I just ate a dog treat by accident. I'm going to die. Woof! Anyway, here we are.
On the surface of the first moon landing.
Scott's last day here at SNG Studio. And he's done his, we can't call them, his pointed ears for Kim.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's opening them up. It's his last day here. He's got to open these up, prep them, and put silicone in them so he can actually have some ears to take back with him.
Yeah.
I thought they taste a bit odd. Okay, what you're going to have to do here is take a hammer and tap around the edge here. And we have two new people today, Conda and Darla, who have joined us here at SNG Studios. They got to see how a life mask is made today. Now they're getting to see how Planet of the Apes. Spock ear molds are, I said it. Pointed ear molds are made. So you're about to open these. So I think now that you've tapped these with a hammer, you probably find you can open them by hand.
Oh, by hand?
I think so, yeah. Okay, take it very slowly because you don't want to break the ears inside. So there we go. And we know you guys have seen Spock ears a million times. Oh, I said it again. Vulcan, holy hole in the donut, Batman. I mean, Bruce. Anyway, yeah, so, but this is his first time doing this, and he's done a really good job. Now he has to clean all the clay out and get this prepped so that we can actually run silicone before he rushes off to New Zealand. That's New Zealand, not Australia. There's a difference. They say "caw," and Australians say "calm." So let's open up this one now.
That's right.
And you saw I did that. Now, how skillfully done it was. So you work it apart very slowly but surely, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until you get a gap. And now we know which ear this is. This is, in fact, the. Yes. Yeah. There you go. And then once you get a gap forming in there, look inside and try to see that blue jacket in there. I know you're nervous. Don't be nervous. Oh, see, it started to come loose on that side easier than any other place I saw, which indicates that is probably the weakest point, which is, yeah, keep going. Working it up. Okay, a little bit more, Let's see what we got there.
I see it.
Now, you see what part of the ear you got?
Yeah, the silicone.
See, these are not in polyurethane resin. We simply didn't have the time in order for them to do this. There, you can see the blue jacket in there. See it, the blue?
Yeah.
There it is. And just start to pull it open slowly but surely. Don't be in too big of a hurry. No pressure.
No pressure.
Now try to determine which part of the ear it is, because you want to slide out the part John's working on.
So I think.
You know what I mean? You don't want it. You want to
Yeah.
slide it out.
I can't tell.
Lobe first. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. You keep pulling that ear. Oh, you got it out. There it is.
All right.
That's good. And that just pushes back in. You can actually pull it out all the way if you want to, but this is gripping in there pretty good by the husk. Gripped by the husk. And now you get the fun job of cleaning it all out and getting it ready, because the clock is ticking.
Clock's ticking, yeah.
Very good job.
Thanks very much, Steve.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
So Kim, what do you think?
That's great.
Is it?
Yeah.
You looking forward to having pointed ears?
Yeah, I'll wear them on the plane ride home.
Oh, yeah. Homeland Security will love that.
And that one you just literally have to.
So we're looking at Scott's ear molds, and I'm going to go in here. I want you to see. Yeah, these are just beautiful. He did such a good job. I mean, look at that. No bubbles in there or anything. Your first time. That's right, I've got to kill you now. Don't let this guy go. No, these are just gorgeous.
Thank you.
And we got a few bubbles on this, but it doesn't really matter. You've never worked with this material before, but you got the silicone beautiful, and these are what you need. And so Giselle is preparing these to run silicone. And she's the, what do they call you? The voodoo queen of silicone.
Silicone mistress.
No, she really does a great job in the silicone. So terrific. We're going to get those to run, and we'll get to see those come out of the mold. And we did a life mask today on Zamira, which John's messing with right now. Where is it? There it is. You're not trying to open it now, are you?
No, not necessarily.
No, you can. Is it hard enough now?
Well, it's hard enough. I forgot
Okay.
to Vaseline the edges.
And over here we have on this nice vacuum form head, or is it this one? It's this one. A really good Peter Fox aged forehead for this character. It's hard to see it in this light. You really get a feel for what it really looks like, especially with the translucency, but that came out really, really nice. We're really quite on a roll here. And of course, I haven't talked about it much lately, but this floats. And we're getting pretty far along here to the point where I've got all the servos in, the receiver, we got our rudder working. These are for the sail winches to retract in. And what I'm ready to do now is put the deck on this, but we're going to look at it float here. Here we are, we're floating in the tank, which is just big enough to test this boat in. The smartest thing I ever did was to buy this for testing submarines and boats. But you can see it's very well keeled, and that keel gives us plenty of weight down there, so that in a real strong breeze, I mean, it's so hard to tilt this, so it's not going to get blown over very easily. And I do have room to put more ballast in should I need. The freeboard is kind of high. It should be about right there. So, but we got to count on the deck stuff. But it's looking really good. It floats good, and it doesn't leak. So here's John and Giselle, and they're struggling to get this off because Vaseline was overlooked, but on the edges of this to that. See how, yeah, that was definitely overkill on the plaster bandage, guys. My fault, not keeping track of things. Okay, here it is. Drum roll. She's going to release the Ultra Cow off the Zamira's face.
Even her eyebrows are colored.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Got to get this off. There's a slight chippy.
Yeah, she'll clean that up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very nice. Very good
It looks
job.
like she has a pit.
Got part of her ears too, but there it is. It looks just like Zamira, doesn't it? Think so? What do you think?
Yeah,
Even has her
definitely.
eyebrows.
It does, actual
Yeah,
eyebrows.
it does have her
Cute, and
eyebrows.
blush.
I know, and blush too. Wow, just like being there. Good job, you guys.
That is so cool.
All right, back to my boat. Well, here we're back at SNG, and it's, it's the 50th anniversary of Star Trek today as I'm shooting this. Of course, when you're watching this, it won't be, but today is actually the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, actually the day it aired, the night it aired. And I'm going to watch Star Trek tonight, of course. But we're all celebrating it here, at least I am, and I'm remembering what Star Trek really means, and that is, it had a vision of one world, one race, the human race, that came together, stopped war against each other, and went out to explore the universe. And for me, and I know for Gene Roddenberry, who created it, that's what Star Trek's really all about. So without going on much more about that, I want to show you what's going on around here, because we've been working on the show, and we've been working on, but something is there, of course. We got other shows coming up, which I'll share with you later as we get into it. We've been involved in editing and all kinds of other stuff. And Rosie's scratching. Yes. So we're going to go out here, and we're going to see what people are up to, and find out exactly what they're doing. So over here, we've got Paulina, who's here, and she's working on Jeff's age pieces, which are really coming out incredible. You can see all the detail that she's put into these. Lovely pour texture. These are really works of art. Thank you. And over here, Samira is working on her life mask, which we made, and I think we covered that on video. I think somewhat we covered on video. And she's going to do something for Halloween. We're not sure what yet, but she did a great job on the life mask. And of course, here is John's sculpture finally, which is stoned right now. Not John, but the sculpture. The mold's been made. And Giselle is working on her life mask, which somebody mysteriously broke, because she's going to do something for Halloween. And over here, under this bag, is a shape which you'll probably recognize just like by that I'm doing Frankenstein for Halloween, and Mary's doing the Bride of Frankenstein. Woo! Yes, finally. I've been wanting to do this since I was a kid. Over here is, of course, the, what do you call this thing? Oh yeah, my schooner, and it's been a big undertaking working on this boat, but I've got a lot done. I still have a lot more to do. The servos are all in and everything's working. I've got to cinch down this deck. I'm building the wheelhouse, this thing here. Many things still left to do, but the booms work, and of course, what pulls them back in are the servos. So I can either let the sails out, like so, and then I can pull them back in with that servo. As you see, and I got another one up here, which eventually will be attached to a sail that goes in this location, and this one also works the same way. The gib sail can blow out like this, and then it can retract like that. It's not going out quite as far as I want it to. I don't know why that is. Something's snagged up here somewhere, but it is all working really well. Well, here we are back again, sports fans. We got Paul Gentry here. Hey! We got Rob over there getting made up as grandfather. You can see the picture on the wall. Looks like a mug shot, but that's what they're doing. And he forgot to grow his mustache back. And so Paulina and Anna and Giselle and Samira are going to put a mustache on him. Which we're going to do by hand laying it, which is going to be interesting, but we are shooting at night, so it should be fine. Right, Sharon?
Right.
Sharon's also here with us. And let's see, out here we got Mary, and we got John Jr., and we got John Sr., and we got Isaac, the incredible sound man and editor, and John's here too. See, it says on the back of his head, always. So, yes, we are shooting one more time, and there will be a few more times, but we are getting there but something is there, and we're going to be shooting out location. We're going to be doing guerrilla filmmaking, which is kind of interesting. It's where you find a spot that looks good and you go and you shoot a scene, and then you run. So that's what we're doing. We'll show you some of that as the night goes on. As the night goes on, I kind of like that. And continuing on here, as the day wears on. They're still working on his age stipple work. And we have Jeff Bond, who's here. And then we have Logan Bond, who's here.
Say hello, Logan.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Logan. And we just showed them the edit of their scene that we did last time. That we had a 16-hour day and 3 hours of sleep, and they all liked it, so we're doing something right.
Getting a light coming from an alien craft.
Smooth.
Yeah.
I will give it that.
It is pretty windy out there too. Yeah.
It's
The wind
getting
was like
better.
nothing to-
Yeah, I don't think that'll push it.
Good job, guys. That's going to be for our light coming from a UFO over the grandfather and the boy.
LED
And they-
flashlights, very bright.
John and John both rigged this up.
The three Johns.
The three Johns and John. Yes.
John job.
That's right. It's a 3 John job. No, that's outstanding. So here is the mustache they did, which is really quite amazing because it's all hand laid, and you can see over there, and you can see over here, and you can see over there. That's incredible, you guys. What a great job.
Teamwork.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Great job.
It really is. Really, really something. Here I was all worried about it. But then I thought to myself, we can do this. And it's night too, but hell, you can shoot this in the day. Look at that. You see the picture on the wall over there, Paul? So here we are, we're setting up for the shot, and you can see what we have to work with. There's the famous Paul Gentry.
Yeah, famous. Yeah. I think infamous.
Infamous. So we're gonna be doing a shot walking down the road here. The sky looks very black, even though it is cloudy. There's the moon, but we should be good with this. And there's Logan, right there. Okay, so we're gonna be set up here in a minute, and then we're gonna steal the shot. So John and John are doing our bright light on the ground. It's coming from this rig they built, which you saw earlier. It's pretty amazing. As you can see, when it's right on my face, you can actually see me.
That's looking
Pretty good, huh? All from LEDs.
close encounter.
I know. It looks great, John. I don't even know if we need the fill light. Well, we will before the light comes over. Sweep it back behind me.
Okay, so how's that looking to you?
It looks great.
Pretty good.
It does, yeah. It looks good.
I'm picking up your shadow.
Mine?
The boom. Okay. Well, we just finished shooting, and we got it. We got the scenes and got the shots on the location, and we're all done, and we're heading home. Right, Mary?
I'd love to go home.
Would you? Okay, we're gonna go home. Say goodnight.
Good night, Grace.
Good night, Gracie. We've had a great month. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be back again in another 30 days to show you even more. We have another shoot coming up this Sunday, and we're going to have that included in the show. And all the other things we do here, we love you guys a whole bunch for your support, and you give us a lot of it. Thank you, and we'll see you next month.